Hello, welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your bonus reading, Timeless. Now this reading may resonate with you, it may not. It is a general reading. I am going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. If you're interested in the extended, there will be one linked below if you'd like. So Leo, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify. I'm going to pull some advice for you. First card was the Sun, which is you. I'm not surprised that that came out first. Okay, so your challenge, Leo, bonus reading for you is the Nine of Cups. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Pentacles upright. All right, so Leo, your challenge has a lot to do with the Nine of Cups. Now, the Nine of Cups is a really interesting energy because it is talking about happiness. It's talking about satisfaction, fulfillment. It's talking also about, indulging in food and drink. Some of you may be indulging in food and drink at this time. We're going to clarify the Nine of Cups. We're going to see why it's your challenge and what you need to know in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Sun, you have the Eight of Pentacles, and you have the Five of Cups. So I do feel for you in the recent past. First of all, you came out. You were the first card out of all the cards in the deck, 78 cards. You're the first card that came out. And I really strongly feel in the past here that something happened, Leo, for you that was really traumatizing. It was very devastating. It's like something here happened in the past that it really just, it was a very big disappointment here. Okay, it could have been cheating, lying, deception here. Maybe you were working on something and it didn't work out. Something here didn't really go as planned in the past. And even though there was some sort of, how do I say it? It's like, you know how they say a silver lining, like there was something better in the past. You didn't really see this situation getting better. You didn't see something that could have gotten better. You just saw it as, this is bad. I can't believe that this happened, regret, remorse, sadness here with the Five of Cups in the recent past. Now, even though this took place, I do feel like you were really trying in the past to work on being happy. There was this energy of, I really want to be happy. I want to work on feeling happier, being happier, reaching my full potential. But this situation that happened to you in the past, it really held you back. It really held you back a lot. And I think a lot of you tried very hard not to make it seem like it was bothering you. But it did in the past, okay? And we're going to talk more about that when we clarify. Now, in the present moment, you have the Five of Wands, you have the Eight of Swords, and you have the Three of Cups. So in the present moment, I do really strongly feel, with the Five of Wands, there is some sort of conflict, okay? There's some sort of conflict, and it's connected to somebody that maybe you work with. It could be connected with, someone you live with, a family member. For some of you, this could be a relationship. I feel like this conflict has really made you feel alone. You've been feeling like you've been stuck, alone. There's a lot of this jealousy, possibly, a lot of this like power struggles in the present moment. And even though these things are happening, it's like something here feels like it's draining your energy. I feel like it's connected to some sort of conflict that you've been associated with, certain people, certain situations that you've been connected with that have really just have not been good for you. I do get a sense here, Leo, that in the present moment, you're trying everything in your power to remain happy, to remain in the celebratory energy. Now, if this is about love, this is about someone that you've been in conflict with for quite some time. I feel like this person that you're in conflict with is someone that there is this feeling of them wanting to reconcile or come back together with you. But I think for many of you, the conflict has become so intense. It's become so unbearing that a lot of you are saying to yourself, I just want to be happy again. You know, I don't want to be attacked. It's almost like someone here in the present moment is attacking you. And you're not really sure why this is happening, you know, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to see why that energy is showing up and what you need to know in a moment. Now, in the near future, you have the Temperance, you have the Knight of Wands, and you have the Ten of Wands. So in the near future, I see you here as the Knight of Wands. I feel like the Knight of Wands is you. We're going to clarify and see. It could be somebody else. Something that's been extremely difficult for you, and I don't know what this is, and I feel especially you and Aquarius, it's like you and Aquarius are now confronting something or facing something with that Pluto there in opposition, right, to you. And, you know, this is forcing somebody here to change, somebody to realize something here. It's taken a long time for you to push something away that's been nothing but problems. Something has been nothing. I don't know if this is a person or a situation you're dealing with, but this situation has been nothing but problems. It's like, let's get rid of this thing, right? You know, that's what I feel like here in the near future. It's like you're running away from something here that's just, it's like swimming upstream. It could be an energy, it could be a person, it could be a group of people. But a lot of you, I think, for quite some time, you said to yourself, well, I need to be a part of this, or I need to be connected to this because, you know, this situation that it's really difficult for me to let go of, it's a part of my abundance. But I feel very strongly in the near future, that's actually quite the contrary. Why is that quite the contrary? What do I mean by that? I mean, what you're learning, okay, in this reading, and it's a timeless reading, so whenever you watch it, it's going to resonate with you. What you're learning, Leo, right now is you're learning how to be happy on your own. That's what you're learning. That's what is coming for you. You're learning how to be okay by yourself. You're learning to be like, okay, I'm good. I can support myself. I can be happy alone. I don't need sidekicks. I don't need a group of people to work with or be with to feel my abundance, because you're naturally ultimately abundant. And I think that's what this whole reading is about, especially going back to the first card that came out, the Sun. So what Spirit is saying to you is not only are you moving towards this abundance, but you're also recognizing your power and strength as the sun. The sun is super powerful. The sun doesn't need to shine in the sky for there to be light. There's going to be light because the sun is that strong. So this is about recognizing that whatever these squabbles are, whatever these power struggles are, whatever this energy is that's festering, that's just really just holding you back, it's really not even important. It's not even worth your energy and time. So if you're focusing on that, that could be something that you end up disconnecting from here in the near future is what I'm seeing, okay? So let's hop into your reading. Let's do some clarification and let's see what is going on for you. Okay, let's clarify your challenge. Judgment at the bottom of the deck in terms of your challenge, okay? For you, Leo, your challenge here has a lot to do with the Nine of Cups. And as I was saying with the Nine of Cups is about satisfaction. It's about fulfillment. But, you know, let's look beyond that. Let's look at this card and let's look at this person in the card. This person has their hands crossed. They look happy and they're alone. They're happy, they have their hands crossed, and they're alone. And then they have 9 cups behind them. So your challenge has a lot to do with learning to be satisfied by yourself, being okay with that, indulging as much as you want, enjoying your life as much as you want without feeling any feeling of regret, remorse, guilt, right? It's like, I shouldn't feel guilty for, enjoying my life or loving the things that I've worked very hard for. So there's also a protective element here with the 9 of Cups, because the 9 of Cups, it's like hands crossed, right? Hands crossed is a symbol of protection. It's a perseverance, persevering, protective energy. Okay? So for many of you, your challenge has a lot to do with a couple of things. The first thing here is to really get clear on whether or not an offer that's coming in, because there is an offer coming in for you. But again, what you're learning here is that you're naturally abundant. You're the sun. You have everything going for you. It's very hard to meet a Leo that's not abundant. It's extremely hard. I don't think anybody has ever met a Leo that doesn't have it going on. Okay. If you're a Leo that doesn't have it going on, then you still got a lot of inner work to do. But most Leos that you meet, they got their own thing. They're usually entrepreneurs. They're usually somebody who, money's not an issue for them. And they're very passionate about the things that they do. So I feel like your challenge has a couple of things that you need to be aware of, okay? The first thing that you need to be aware of is you need to get clear on whether or not an offer that's coming in over the next few days, is it worth your energy and time? Because you're so abundant, Leo. You're so abundant. People see this abundance and all they want to do is have a little piece of it. They're like, I just want to have a little piece of this abundance that Leo has. Like, can I get it? So you have people interested in you. But you also have to be careful here, because your intuition, High Priestess, your intuition is going to tell you whether or not these people, again, it could be a person, it could be an opportunity, whether or not it's really for you. Because like I said, people see that abundance, they want a piece of it, and it's easy for them to come to you and say, well, I have this offer for you and I have that for you. But in reality, what they really want is they want your abundance. So just make sure that if you are opening yourself up to somebody, you're opening yourself up to somebody because you feel that opportunity can bring more fulfillment to you. It can bring more of that satisfaction to you. And I think it's taken you a very long time to even accept the fact that you're finally reached this point in your life where you're super abundant. And that's what Pluto is doing in the 7th house in Aquarius. It's showing you that the way you look at your relationships, the way you deal with certain people, it's not the same as it was in 2023. Because you know what happened in 2023 and it wasn't that great. It's clear here in terms of what happened in the past. So for many of you, this is about not feeling guilty about indulging in your prosperity, in your satisfaction, in your abundance, and also being consciously aware of your High Priestess energy, which is your intuition, which is your hidden secret knowledge, because some of you are very much connected spiritually, and you know when somebody is just there to take from you. You know when somebody is just there to get peace from you. And I say that because the Page of Pentacles is nothing. The Page of Pentacles is a breadcrumber. The Page of Pentacles is someone who it's like, yeah, I can take it or leave it, right? It's not the King of Pentacles energy. So this is what I feel is your test, coming in for you is people are going to come in, they're going to see your abundance, and they're going to turn it around as if they have more to offer you than you have to offer them. And it's important that you identify and clarify within yourself if this is even worth your energy and time. Why? Because it's going to affect your happiness. And if you're already here, you don't need to go from being here to here. Okay, so that's going to be a big part of your challenge. Now, let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify all 3 cards. Okay, Leo, so let's start off with the Sun, because the Sun was the first card that came popping out, which I feel like is you. Okay, the Sun is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Moon, and you have the Ten of Cups. So in the recent past, I do strongly feel, again, there you are with that, the Sun, which is clarifying the Ten of Cups. You had so much abundant love to give. You are the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you are a rising Capricorn. I'm getting a rising Taurus. I'm also getting a Moon Taurus or Capricorn. You could be a Moon Leo or a Pisces Moon, okay? So I'm really strongly getting you have one of those elements in your chart that is very strong and prominent, and you come across as someone who could bring happiness and abundance into anybody's life, any partner, any relationship that you decided to be in here in the past. And that's what many of you did. However, in the past, there was a third party. Somebody here found something out. The truth came out. You realized that somebody wasn't being honest after you gave your all to this person. You gave everything to this person, like you do, because you're a Leo. And as a Leo, you give your heart. You're ruled by the heart, the fifth house. That's romance, love, children. When you gave this person your all and you gave this person your heart, they disappointed you. And you started to look at this person from a very, very different perspective. As you can see, this is how the cards came out. You have the King of Pentacles with the King of Swords. Some of you are dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Maybe an earth sign, a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. I'm getting a Gemini, Pisces here, Cancer. So you started to look at this person from a different perspective because you ended up finding the truth out. A lot of you dug deep to find the truth out. And when you found out, you looked at the situation and said, I can't believe that this happened. Even though this happened, a lot of you started to work on yourself. You started to work on the projects and things that were important to you. Ten of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, and you started to become extremely prosperous. You were already naturally prosperous by your birthright because you're a Leo, and Leos are naturally royal and they're naturally prosperous. They don't have to, like, Leos don't have to do much, you know, to be successful. That's their birthright. Okay. So this situation that you went through, it got you to a place where you started to become more logical. You started to become more aware of your full potential. And this cycle is what allowed you to start a new cycle, which was connected to your overall abundance, okay? So lots of money here, lots of financial opportunities, better jobs. Something here came into your life and it was replaced by this scammer, this person who was deceptive here in the past, okay? Now, in the present moment, there's still some conflict that's showing up with the Five of Wands. I feel like this Five of Wands is some sort of unresolved conflict. It has affected you on a very deep level, but you're slowly rejoicing because there is some sort of maybe opportunity that's coming in for you. Let's clarify all cards. Okay, so the first card we're gonna look at is the Eight of Swords. I feel like this is you. I'm intuitively getting it. And what has come out that has confirmed my intuition is the Strength, because you are the Strength, right? So Eight of Swords and the Strength, that's you. You've been feeling really lone lately. You've been feeling like you're doing everything by yourself. You've been feeling like you don't know how to get out of a situation that you're in. And one of the things that I want to say to you, Leo, is that's coming to an end, because what is coming to an end for you, what's closing out for you, which is bringing forth a new cycle like it did in the past, is you recognizing and realizing that there's certain behaviors that you have been doing that you need to change and you need to stop doing. And one of those behaviors is giving your all to somebody who doesn't deserve it, okay? Giving your all to people or situations that don't deserve it. It's a big lesson for you. It was actually the #1 theme for you in 2023. And in 2024, it's not gonna be the #1 theme because you're over it now. So For many of you, something here has come to an end in the present moment. You're still recovering from the situation, but you're slowly building your confidence back. It's taken you a very long time to do this, but this is something that may have needed to happen because this affected you on a very, very deep level. Now, the Five of Wands is clarified. The Five of Wands in the present moment is clarified by the Chariot. You have the Four of Wands and you have the Nine of Pentacles. So for you in the present moment, I'm really strongly getting you're moving on from a relationship. You're moving on from something that was once very stable. It's no longer stable. It could be a relationship. It could be a partnership. It could be a business relationship. There's something here that, again, once was very stable. It's no longer stable. But what you're realizing, again, there's that Nine of Pentacles, which is very much connected to what you don't see coming, which we talked about here. Okay. So there's a really strong energy here, Leo, of you becoming more self-sufficient and not being afraid to move on from this conflict. This conflict, I'm just going to tell you, there's a lot of people that are jealous of you. There's a lot of people that want to be you. There's a lot of people that wish that what you're doing they can do. And they don't realize that for you to even get to that place where you're at now took a lot of work, because that's what you did here in the past, right? With the Eight of Pentacles here and the Ten of Pentacles. That's what you did. You did the work. One of the signs that I'm very proud of is Pisces. And I'm very proud of you as well, Leo, because some of the signs don't do the work. They wait, they delay, they make excuses. But for you, you've come to this point where it's like you've accomplished a lot. And you're going to let a conflict with somebody hold you back and dry you out and make you feel like you're not worthy? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So what you're doing is you're celebrating disconnecting. Excuse me. You're actually celebrating. Some of you are actually going out, getting balloons, putting them around your house and celebrating. You're like, I'm disconnecting from this situation that no longer holds any value for me. There's something here that you knew wasn't for you. You left, you disconnected from something, or you're leaving something, and you're now looking at your situation. Some of you feel that you lost money in this situation because you over extenuated yourself into it, and you didn't realize how abundant you were to begin with. So this is about celebrating disconnecting from people who are they're jealous. They want to be you. They want a piece of your energy. And when you say no and you start indulging in your happiness and your abundance, they don't like it. So this is about you cutting everything out and really starting to listen to your intuition about offers and opportunities that are coming in, because most of them are not worth it. You don't really need it. It's like something amazing and great has to come in for you to even pay attention to it. And I know that sounds egotistical, but it's the reality. That's what's happening now. Okay, let's keep it real. Okay? Now, in the near future, you're disconnecting completely from something. You're running away from it. Burdens, difficulties. Anybody who comes into your life and causes chaos, burden, difficulties, bye. We're not wasting our time with that. Okay, we're not wasting our time with that because we're naturally abundant. That's what we're moving towards. You're gonna have so many offers, Leo, of people coming in and wanting to be with you. Look at that. Look at that, look at that, look at that. The cards don't lie. Listen, you're gonna have so many opportunities. You're gonna have so many offers. It's gonna be insane. And it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot for someone to get your attention in the near future. Let's clarify all the cards. Bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Cups, which is your challenge. How interesting is that? Your reading's ending off with the Nine of Cups. So let's clarify the near future. So in the near future, you have the Temperance, which is, time passing, allowing things to just naturally flow. I feel for you when you start to really disconnect from the trash, okay? The garbage, the stuff that is not facilitating or supporting your success moving to that next level. Because like I said, Leo, you're here. You want to get here now, right? But somebody has been pulling you here, And whoever this person is or these people, they think that you need them and you don't. That's the reality. In the near future, somebody, it's going to be either new love that comes in, or it's going to be somebody you can collaborate with in business. And this is going to actually be a part of your destiny. So what Spirit is saying in the near future is allow something here to naturally flow the way it needs to instead of forcing it. Some of you are actively going out, like searching. You're like actively going out and searching for love, or you're actively going out and searching, you know, for business partnerships. And it's like, why are you doing that? You don't need to do that. You allow people to come to you. You don't need to go chasing anybody. On the clock, I see 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is about you in the near future, allowing things just to flow the way they need to. And you in the near future, you're resting, you're healing. You're like, leave me alone. Don't bother me. Don't bother me unless it's worth my time. Because a lot of people are bugging you. It's like, hey, Leo over here. Leo, it's like you're famous. Leo over here. And you're like, is this worth my time? And this is why you were hurt in the past before, because you were seeking. It was like you weren't happy with your natural abundance, and people were like, why is she begging for friendships? Or why is he begging to be with me? Or why do they seem desperate? Leo, you don't need to be desperate. People need to be desperate for you. That's how it needs to be. And look, in the near future, you're in the Knight of Wands energy, so you're just doing your thing. This is, you know, Knight of Wands, I'm just doing my thing. You're working and you're focusing on healing in the near future. You see you're crafting something and you're just doing your thing. And guess what? You're still not over the fact that somebody here was deceptive towards you. You're still healing from this situation. So even to be able to allow new love or a new opportunity in business with someone to come in, it's going to take time for you to get over the stuff that affected you, right? And look, you're moving away from this. 10 of Wands, you're moving away from the burdens, you're moving away from the difficulties, and you're moving away from people who don't appreciate you. You're moving away from people who say they're going to do one thing and then they don't do it, which has caused you pain. So this is about swimming in your abundance in the near future, allowing things to come to you naturally and not forcing it. And if it takes time for you to heal and trust again, that's okay. It's fine, because you have the abundance and you can sit and enjoy it by yourself all you want until the right people come along. And that's what I feel the energy is for you, okay? So let's get some advice for you, Leo. What's the advice? Beautiful reading. What's the advice for Leo? Timeless read. Okay. Your advice, Leo, you have the Fool, the King of Pentacles, and you have the Empress. So your biggest piece of advice here has a lot to do with recognizing what type of new beginning you want to have. Your new beginning is going to come in for you. And what I see you attracting, you're attracting somebody who is abundant, somebody who is caring, somebody who is nurturing towards you. Your biggest piece of advice is be open to take the risk. Be open to start something new, but at the same time, take your time. Don't rush into something, okay? The Empress is somebody who takes her time. The Empress becomes pregnant, and the Empress has to go through trimesters. She has to go through first trimester, she has to go through second trimester, then she has to go through third trimester, you know, and then she first has to conceive the baby. So it's a process. That's what Spirit is saying to you. The King of Pentacles is also the same as well. The King of Pentacles didn't become the King of Pentacles overnight. It was something that took time. So what Spirit is saying is, when it comes to having any type of new beginning, be patient with yourself, be nurturing with yourself, and also recognize the abundance that you have, and recognize that not everybody has access to that. So, you know, if you are going to have a new beginning with someone, make sure that it's somebody that's either on your level, equivalent, or higher before you actually take the risk on them, okay? So Leo, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.